I've got a proper contract for you. I don't think I need to tell you that the housing in London's gone mental. Thousands of people living on the street, while perfectly good houses doing nothing but providing cover to criminals, hiding their loot from taxes.
That's some big talk. You got proof of this?
Nothing that could put anyone behind bars. That's where you come in. Investigate some of these shell houses, expose the tax fraud, take the power back. You got this.
Now, send me her findings. It may be worth seeing if there's anything to her claims. The data Nout has compiled is rather damning. Billions of pounds worth of London real estate is owned by companies registered in known tax havens, often owned by organised crime and paid for with illicit funds. Nobody lives in these homes and the government looks the other way. Not only did this keep the market hyperinflated, but it also takes dirty crime money and turns it into clean homeowner money. And that is why none of you will ever be able to own property in London.
No shit, Bagley boy.
Look at it this way. As long as you've got a device with internet access in your cardboard box, we could be flatmates. Anyway, if you want to play investigative journalist and do something, you can go to the pin I've put on your map.
Be straight with us, Malik. We know you're the bomber clot that bombed the embassy, Tone, and all the others.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. And they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power. And fast.
But you were talking all about Zero Day when we met.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
0 Day or not, you've still got blood on your hands. You can rot in this cage.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need 0 Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
What's good, Chief? I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But I'll keep an encrypted connection open to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are. And I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing.
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ.
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 less as a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs our help.
Agreed.